Welcome to the Steve and the Hood present Boston Sports, episode 16. I'm your host, Steve Thompson, Chris the Hood Blackie. Special guest tonight from Celtics Forever, Jessica Snee. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Awesome. Yeah, it's good. You start off with the Celtics. 13-game winning streak. It's pretty crazy. I know we were just talking off air. What they've overcome in this 13 games is pretty ridiculous. I mean, Hayward going down first game of the year, first 5 minutes, really. Horford's missed a couple games. Kyrie, broke his face, like he said. They just seem to find ways to win. It's pretty crazy so far. Just start with you, Jessica. What's impressed you the most so far this year?
Oh, their defense. No question. Their defense is shutting everybody down. Their field goal percentage isn't that good. I'd like that to see that come up a lot. Their defense is winning games for them, though. Brown, who everybody knows is my favorite player, he leads the league in defensive statistic. We have 5 players in the top 10 right now of players in the league.
Yeah, what about you, Chris?
Well, I'm just, similar to what you guys are talking about. The defense has been really good, but the only thing I'm concerned is out of the 13 wins that they've won so far, how many have been against quality teams? Oklahoma,
they beat OKC,
San Antonio.
They beat the Spurs.
Okay. Well,
Toronto,
yeah.
So you got 3 out of 13 that you would legitimately say is quality win, so to speak, right?
And some of the other teams, I mean, Brooklyn's not as bad as everyone thought they were going to be.
I mean, you have to play the schedule, obviously, but I mean, to me, they're winning games as supposed to, which is ideally what you want. To me, the streak's impressive, but we're going to find out exactly what this team's made of early, because tomorrow's not going to be no picnic.
What were you going to say, Jess?
I think we're already finding out what this team is made of. They've come back, they came back, 18 points down in OKC? I think they also trailed Charlotte by 18, too, and came back. And that was without Hayward, Horford, and Kyrie.
Well, that'll give them a pass for that one. I mean, ultimately, they shouldn't be behind like that, but when you're missing those stars like that, something that's going to happen. To me, the most impressive win that they've had so far this year has been against Oklahoma.
Yeah,
They're 18 against a team. Normally, against a team like that, when you're down that much, forget it. Normally you're going to lose that 9 out of 10 times, but they fought back. I like the fight in the team.
Yeah, I disagree with you on the best win. The best win, I believe, came at against Toronto when there was no Kyrie, no Horford. I think that was the biggest win of the year.
Well, I see what you're talking about there, but it's kind of like you got to evaluate the 2 teams. Which 2 teams ultimately are going to be better in the end, OKC or Toronto?
Right, but it's the beginning of the season.
Well, I understand that. I mean, overall, who do you think is going to be the better team down the stretch when it's all said and done? Toronto or Oklahoma?
Oklahoma should be. They're struggling right now a little bit, though.
Yeah. Well, the Oklahoma, that was on the
Western
road.
Conference, too. Both are impressive, but to me, I'm still going to stick with the OKC because to me, they're a better team than Toronto.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's impressive for them to come back with, no Kyrie and Horford. I mean, that's character building.
Yeah, and the rest
had Kyrie and Horford in OKC.
What's that?
I think Kyrie and Horford did both play in OKC.
No, they did. I was talking about the Toronto game.
Oh, yep. Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say Oklahoma just because it was on the road. That's
and they were down by so much. I mean, that's a quality win. I'm not taking away from that. That's definitely a quality win. I mean, they've won 7 of their games they've won by less than 7 points. All these games have been close.
That's what makes me nervous a little bit.
Yeah,
they're
they play
winning
with my
close
heart.
games, but to me, they're winning against teams that they should be beating a little bit more than they are. So am I impressed? Yes, I am, but not totally.
There's a ton. Yeah, there's still 11 new players. They're gonna have a lot of close games till they gel for a while. I mean, Hayward going out the beginning of the year, that totally changed everything, as we all know. So give them a couple more months, and the teams that they should blow out, they're gonna be beaten by 20, 25 points.
Well, let me ask you guys a question. When Hayward went down, did you think you'd see the team where it is right now?
Hell no.
13 in a row? No way.
Close.
God, no.
Right.
Yeah.
This team's got heart. That's what Danny wants, players that have heart. And, the Marcus Smarts, the Jaylen Browns,
You got to give a lot of credit to
I know what you're getting at.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Brad's
I don't think you
kind
so
of
far, though. I mean, talent's talent in the end.
Yeah. But he told
what a pickup Tatum was, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Incredible.
That's kid. He's even surprised, exceeded my expectations for how good he was going to be. I mean, obviously he kind of got thrown into the fire with Hayward going down, but the big shot doesn't scare him. He just goes up, fires away, and he seems to have all the confidence in the world. It's crazy.
That's another thing that, people, I don't think you've touched on it. Is this team too young to realize that they're not supposed to be doing this right now?
Right? That's a good question. You heard during the timeout against Toronto when they were down, Brad's just like, keep doing what you're doing. You're gonna pull it out. Just like straight face.
I love him as a coach.
Yeah, just straight face. No panic at all. It's just such a calming voice. It's pretty cool.
It's like a college team. He has them like a college team, where they're all together. They're all on the same page. It's just, like where he was at Butler. He's right. Got them down. He's going to be the best coach in a few years. Once Pop retires.
Yeah, I agree with that, definitely.
Yeah, that's a good assessment. I think he's already top 3 as is right now.
I think I'm going to go on. I think he's going to end up being the USA basketball head coach at some point.
Yeah, I think Chris, did we talk about that on the last episode or the one before?
We talked about that one when Kaufman was on.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe Kaufman brought that up. Yeah, it's It almost seems like they're kind of grooming him for it behind the scenes.
Possible.
Which I'm absolutely for, definitely.
You being a Duke fan, whatever. I ain't gonna get into that, but I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you find it odd that he never made the jump in the NBA and always stayed put?
He was rumored a couple times. I think once he was rumored to be going to the Lakers.
Yeah, there's always like rumors from here and there, but are you surprised he actually, in all the years he's been coaching, he's been in just college basketball and never made the jump to NBA?
A little bit. I mean, maybe he just doesn't want to deal with all the egos in the NBA.
It could be.
Yeah.
I mean, he's coached the national teams and stuff, so obviously you could do it.
Right.
I'm just kind of surprised at me that he's never did it.
Hey, Chris, speaking of basketball, do you know who won the Kansas-Kentucky game the other night?
Yeah, we won't talk about that. But we will talk about titles if you want to.
Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
You want to go down that path?
Duke won the other night.
You want to go down that path with me? We can go down that path. How many titles they got?
I'll have one more
3,
after
4?
this year.
We're going to have another one before you have another one.
I don't think so. Who's got more titles out of the 3 teams? I'll wait.
Not sure. I'll have to look that one up.
Yeah.
You look it up and you can come back to me for the end of the podcast, smart ass. We'll find out.
I think it's UCLA.
They got the most. I'm talking out of Kansas, Kentucky, and Duke. Who's got the most?
Second doesn't matter. We know that.
Yeah, exactly. Cats got, but you guys are awful mute all of a sudden.
Yeah, back to the real subject.
Let's get back to Boston sports.
Yeah. So Kyrie Irving, do you think he's got a shot at MVP?
Chris, you want to answer that first?
Jesus, I don't know. You got to see how it plays out. Still, as of right now, he's got to be a candidate at least. But ultimately, if you ask me to me, the MVP right now is Harden.
Yeah.
To me, it's not even really close. MVP-wise, I think Harden gets it right now.
Yeah. My opinion is Kyrie isn't even the MVP on our team right now. Horford is. So, I mean, he's possible. He could put up the numbers, but I believe Horford right now is the best on our team.
You mean team player or overall player?
Overall player. Just look at his stats. He's like either one or two in almost all the statistics for the Celtics.
I love him. I believe he's the captain, but Jesus, who's more important to that team if you take him away for any length of time? Boy, that's a tough one.
Yeah, it's fun. It's pretty neat because it seems like they both bring out the best in the other.
I've never seen Kyrie smile so much playing basketball. He enjoys it. I believe he enjoys it here.
Yeah, I mean, he seems to love it. Every press conference after the game, like you said, he's always smiling. He's never jerked any of the reporters or anything. He stays, answers a lot of questions.
He took his jersey and shoes off the other day and gave them to military members.
Yeah, that was pretty neat.
Yeah, that's classy.
I think he does it almost every game, gives his stuff away.
Does he? Oh, wow.
I've seen it multiple times. Yep. Sometimes he signs them.
Huh, cool. Made that person's day.
Yeah.
Well, he wanted to be the man, so he's the man now, so.
Yep.
And he doesn't have to put up 30 every night. If he just keeps doing what he's doing.
He's facilitating a lot of the players a lot more than I expected.
Yeah, I thought he would come in and try to do more ISO stuff, personally.
I think all of our starters are averaging roughly close to 14 points or more, all 5 of them.
Jeez.
That's what you want, balance. Who was the guy who put the article out saying Jalen is Kobe 2.0?
Let's not talk about that.
Let's just pump the brakes on that very hard.
Wow.
I like Jalen, but he is not even in Kobe's. Come on, just stop.
No. You know me. I love Jalen, but he's not nobody's at Kobe's level.
Nah, I mean, you need to hit the brakes and pull the emergency brake on that one. Jeez.
Want to give a shout out to Junior on that one. He was all over me on that article.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, he could be down the road, but.
Well,
Kobe's
you're talking way down the road.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're talking multiple titles.
I'm hoping Jalen's in the slam dunk contest.
Killer.
Yeah, it's tough getting anyone to do this slam dunk contest anymore.
Well, you know how it used to be, Steve, back when we were younger.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone and their brother wanted to do it.
Right.
And it was like an event. Now it's just like, whatever. No big deal.
I don't want to get hurt.
I don't remember.
So
Dwight Howard, Superman.
What's up, Chris?
We should probably touch on our prediction for tomorrow and jump along.
Okay, yep. Jess, go ahead.
Fire away.
All right, my prediction is the Celtics will win by 2 points. Close game. Probably going to have a heart attack during the game. Then they win.
Chris?
Then I wake up all my neighbors screaming. That's my prediction.
I'm going to go opposite, and I think the Celtics are going to get humbled tomorrow. It's not going to be a blowout, but the streak is over tomorrow. I'll say Warriors by 9.
I say the Celtics win by a point.
Oh, for Christ's sakes.
On a defensive
That's really
stop.
going out on a friggin' limb, 1 point.
On a defensive stop at the end.
That's what I was going to say with my second one, too. It seems like that's how it is every game. We turn the ball. We have the ball. We turn it over and give it to them, and then have to stop them again.
Let's just hope for no more elbows tomorrow. But yeah, I think they're gonna continue it. I mean, obviously they're not gonna blow them out. That would just be kind of a stupid take. But I just love the way they're headed right now. I know eventually it's gonna stop and they're gonna come back to planet Earth, but a little bit. But I just think they're at home. The crowd's gonna be absolutely nuts tomorrow with Golden State in town. You know, the whole team's gonna be pumped up. I just, defensive stop at the end. That's my prediction.
Curry's questionable as well for the game. I believe he'll play. He's questionable. I believe they missed the last game.
Yeah, he'll probably play. I'm pretty sure he traveled with the team.
All right, you guys
Sure,
should my bones up
like
too
this.
bad here.
What's that?
Who wins the best of 7?
Right now, Golden State.
Right now, Golden State. If we had Hayward, I don't know, it'd be a 7-game. It'd go to 7-game, I think. Because what do you think we're missing from this team right now? My thing is like a deadly shooter. And Hayward can be that deadly shooter. Experience too, yeah.
That's what they're missing mainly. When Golden State's on, nobody's beating them in the NBA. Period. I don't give a shit who you're doing. No one is beating that team. When they really want to play and they want to go all out, you're not beating them in 7 games. No way.
But listen, we beat them both times last year. When Brad Stevens and had the meeting and stuff with Kevin Durant, they had a plan on how to beat Golden State, and I think what it is, it's the length, which is what they have now. The length where you can switch. The jack of all trades kind of player.
Yeah, but keep in mind that they're both 2 separate teams right now. Durant's got a year in, and Boston's got a lot of new players still.
Right. I'll tell you this. In the next 5 years, Boston will win a championship.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
If not multiple.
Yeah,
I agree with that one.
All right. Good stuff. Let's move on to the Patriots. Huge win for them against Denver. Sunday Night Football, they went in and beat the pants off of them, which, neither one of us, Chris, expected that they'd go in there and do what they did. It's quite impressive how they were able to run the ball, pretty much do whatever they wanted on offense. And defense, they played decent as well. Didn't give up a ton of big plays, at least in the second half. So, I don't know about you, but I was pretty happy with the victory. We didn't have to have another Boston sports heart attack in Denver, which is great.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
It might have been one of Brady's best games actually in Denver.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
I mean, take away that goofy deflection that happens in Denver's favor, and the score is even worse than it could have been way worse.
Right.
There's like a tip ball, and they caught it, and they ended up getting a touchdown. It was like, oh, Jesus, here we go again.
Special teams, though, won that game for us.
Yeah, that punt block by Burton.
There's no doubt about that.
You got the Lewis 103-yard run back, and then the blocked punt.
Yeah, Burkhead. Holy crap, he flew right through there to block that punt.
Oh, yeah.
That was a great camera angle of that, too. they were up close and personal on that one. I'm like, oh, he's gonna get it.
Right.
You don't really
Obviously, the Gronkowski was a touchdown. That got
that
taken
was
away.
crazy. My God.
Well, it wasn't a touchdown. He was down at like the 1 yard, well, half of the yard line or whatever. But that was a catch for sure.
He caught in the end zone.
It was right on the edge. Like, if they called that a catch, yeah.
He was so adamant about it, and you never really see him get that adamant about a play, but he was like, I caught the ball.
Oh, yeah.
What are you talking about? Gronk gets animated all the time. He's always yelling at the refs.
He doesn't usually
drops
it, though. He doesn't go over to Bill and say, hey, challenge that.
Oh, yeah.
Not too often.
I mean, you saw him run over and, hey, Bill, challenge that. I caught that.
Yeah.
But that's one of those right on the edge. You're in Denver. They called it incomplete. You know, there's no way in heck they're going to overturn that in Denver.
No.
Well, it was the ruling on the field. If the ruling on the field was a touchdown, then they would have kept it that way.
Right. Yeah.
Then if they say that, Denver would have to challenge it, and then it probably would come up inconclusive, probably.
Right, and they wouldn't win it. Right. So the call on the field means more nowadays.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. I love the way the team's looking right now, personally. I'm like, you did it to me, Steve. I wanted to stay normal, chilled, and let things go, but I've got the fever again.
I told you.
I love what they're doing right now because they're saying in, higher altitude, that Mexico City game's like 8,000 plus, I think.
Yeah.
So I like the whole plan of them just staying out there rather than them just coming back. I like that a lot. Oh, it's smart.
Yeah. Less going back and forth across the country. Yeah, it looks like Cannon, Hogan, and Slater are all out. They're all back at home. They didn't even travel out there.
Brown was at practice today.
Yeah, Malcolm Brown looks like he's back, which is awesome. That's going to help the D-line a lot.
You know what I'd like to see is a little bit more Dorsett on the offense. With Hogan down, we need somebody else to step up. And hopefully Mitchell comes back soon.
Yeah, Mitchell. I haven't heard anything about him for a couple of weeks. Last I knew, he was running finally.
Right.
We need him. He's a big-bodied receiver.
Oh, he was awesome in the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
What did 9 catches in the Super Bowl, I think?
It was a factor.
Yeah.
Not about it.
But I can't wait for the game up against the Raiders. We should beat them. I mean,
I think we're going to kill them.
Obviously, we have Khalil Mack, who's can be an absolute force on defense.
Oh, he's an animal.
Yeah, but their offense doesn't really scare me. What's that, Jeff?
I hate doing.
I think Pats are going to win by 17.
I hate doing Patriot predictions.
Yeah, we don't have to do predictions. I'm just going to say they're going to win. Every time I do a prediction, it's totally ends up being completely wrong. But if you want to, go ahead.
I'm just saying they win big.
Time will tell, ultimately.
Right.
I think ultimately what you're going to look at is Week 15. Pittsburgh, New England, whoever wins that's your number 1 seed. And if it's the Patriots at home, forget it.
I know Kansas City has been pretty good.
They lost 3 in a row.
Kansas City has a tiebreaker over us too.
If we went out, yeah. If the Pats went out, they'll get the 1 seed.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, it depends what Pittsburgh does. Well, actually,
no. If we went out, we schedule.
You're the 2 seed right now. You're not the 1 seed.
Well, Pittsburgh, if we went out, we will be because we'll beat Pittsburgh.
Right. Yeah, Pittsburgh does not scare me.
No, their defense is better, but
Well, Hayden just went down. He's done for the year.
Yeah. They lost
They're a
another
weird
guy on
team
defense,
because
too.
they beat Kansas City all the time, and the Patriots struggle against them. So go
Right?
figure.
But I don't know
Dirty
what's up with
triangle.
Roethlisberger, but he looks old all of a sudden.
Yeah, I think this is his last year. I think he's done.
He's been beat to hell over the years.
Right? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He had a good run. Time to hang him up.
He's going to be, what, mid-30s anyways.
Right.
I think he's like 37, I believe.
Oof.
Yeah, he's getting up there now.
Yeah.
The whole class is getting up there. Rivers, Roethlisberger, Eli.
Breeze.
Yep.
But
They're all creeping.
you know, our defense is up to 14th in the league now in points allowed. So.
Well, didn't you say they'd get to under 10?
I think I said right at 10 by the end of the year. They could be higher than that.
Yards
if they
allowed. They have your typical Patriot defense. Bend, don't break.
Right. Yeah. Do whatever you want until you get to the 20.
Right, exactly. They're last place in yards allowed right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I said, I don't worry about that.
Before the season started, I had them pegged as a top 5 defense across the board.
Yeah, I think we all did.
I've been kind of disappointed with Butler.
Yeah, that's one of our mailbag questions. We'll get to him when we get to the mailbag.
All right, I'll touch it then.
Yeah, but overall, I mean, the defense, Kyle Van Noy's been playing freaking awesome on defense. He's got to be one of the
playing lights out.
Yeah, he plays outside, inside. He can cover people. Great against the run. He rushed a couple.
Feelings about defense too.
Yeah, Van Noy, he had a couple of blitzes against Denver. He's very effective at it. He's quick. Doesn't seem to make a lot of mental mistakes. But the defense in general, to me, has cleaned up a lot of that communication crap that they were dealing with.
Yeah.
Gilmore, they seem to be having him cover one guy.
I think that was Patricia's plan. This isn't working, so let's just go to man.
Right.
That's what we're best at. Butler and Gilmore are cover corners.
Yeah.
1-on-1. I hate the zone anyways.
Oh, it's awful. Ugh.
Man up. That's why I look at it.
Yeah. You have anything you want to add about the Patriots, Jess?
No, not really. Go touch on Butler later.
Cool. Yeah, well, move on to the Red Sox. A lot of hot stove stuff talking. Last few days, you got the Stanton to Boston rumors. Is he coming here, going to the Dodgers? Derek Jeter came out tonight and said, we don't even know if we're going to trade him now. So who knows? We got Hosmer out there, JD Martinez. Chris, if you had to guess, educated, of course, who do you think will end up here out of the 3?
Hosmer.
Stanton, Martinez, and Hosmer?
Yeah.
I got to go Hosmer. Everything's been quiet with him. I think the other two will make it more of a splash. I think the Red Sox sneak in and grab Hosmer.
Chris?
Who do I think's coming here?
Yeah.
I think it's a lock that's going to be Martinez. Not for the years or the price, but I'm almost positive that it's going to be Martinez.
Isn't he outfield, though?
Well, yeah, he is, but I think the ultimate plan's going to be, there you go. I think you're going to see Hanley get moved this year.
So who plays first, then?
So, plays first, we'll get to that. I'm going to name
that's why I say you pick up Hosmer. That's why you pick up Hosmer.
Well, I want to give you Okay, listen. I'm going to give you 4 different stats. You tell me who they are. Ready?
Oh, boy. Here we
22
go.
home runs, 79 RBIs, 246 batting average. First baseman, who am I?
Oh, gee. Out of the whole league?
Free agent right now.
Oh, free. Oh, I don't know all the first base. It's not Hosmer. Hosmer had a 318 batting average this year.
Number 2, 23 home runs, 79 RBIs, 259 batting average. Also plays first base. Linked to Boston.
From Moreland.
Moreland's the first
Moreland,
one. Moreland's the first guy. 25 homers, 94 ribbies, 318 batting average.
Hosmer.
That's Hosmer. 45 home runs, 104 RBIs, 303 batting average. JD Martinez.
He was hurt. Was he hurt part of the year? Because he only had 432 at bats.
He might have been. I don't exactly how many he played.
Yeah, I think
you're talking about Martinez.
Yeah, and Hosmer was 603, so almost 200 more at bats. Hosmer's also 2 years younger than Martinez, so if we're given a 7-year deal, I prefer it to be Hosmer.
Hosmer's 28 years old right now.
Right, Martinez is 30.
Now, let's see, it's 18, let's see, 20, 15 more RBIs for Hosmer, and 2 more home runs in Santana, which is the number 2 one, and Mitch Moreland with 3 more home runs. Batting average is obviously different.
You want to know what I would do?
Is he worth that type of money?
Hosmer?
I don't think he is. That doesn't move it that much for me.
Is that what he's asking for? I mean, what is he asking for?
He's been quiet on the Hosmer front. He was going to want over $100 million. But you look at the comparison, it's only a 15 RBI difference between the 3 people right there. Batting average is the only thing that really stands out. Big time difference.
Yeah, but sometimes RBIs isn't your fault. It's your teammates not getting on base.
Oh,
you put him in the lineup like the Red Sox, where we're all we get on base a lot. I think you'd see his RBIs go up.
Yeah, that's tough to say.
Who's the better fit you think for field wise? Who do you think would hit better? Who Fenway favor?
Well, out of the 3 or the 4?
Yeah.
No, just out of the 2. Just out of Martinez and Hosmer.
Oh, Martinez.
You think so?
He's a righty.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's got 20 more RBIs in Hosmer 20 more homers in Hosmer and 10 more RBIs than Hosmer. And he's only 15 percentage points less batting average. To me, that's a no-brainer. The only difference is for me is the age difference, a 2-year difference.
Yeah, but are you ready? The other thing, you ready to give up 7 years, $210 million? That's what he's looking at.
Yeah, for a 32-year-old.
No, he's 30.
A 30-year-old.
Is he? I thought he was 32.
30.
What about Stanton? Let's talk about Stanton a little bit. What would you guys give up for Stanton?
Prospects and money.
No Benny, no Xander.
No.
Because you're going to figure that what's a lot of people aren't talking about is the money aspect of this situation. Miami's got to pick up some of that money. It doesn't just all going to go to the next team. Miami's trying to unload.
Right.
Yeah, I
Stan's
mean,
a big fish, but I'm giving it a 30% chance that it actually is going to happen with, Stan coming here.
I don't see it happening. I think it's either Martinez or Hosmer that we get. I'd love
or
to
do
see
you wait? Or do you wait till next year and go after Bryce Harper?
You're
Right,
going
you don't have to give up anything.
New York over that.
What's that, Chris?
You're going to get into a bidding war with New York over him.
Right.
And I still think when push comes to shove, New York can still outbid you.
Yeah, but at
I
least
don't want to
make
be part of
pay
that
more.
personally. But my whole premise was with the four guys. What's wrong with Mitch Moreland's numbers?
Nothing.
He's right there.
Nothing. Yeah, I like.
So why
him.
are they not even talking to him?
Maybe it's an internal thing, or who knows what goes on. I don't know. You're right though.
Yeah, I mean, he can play here.
He's going to come a lot cheaper than the other two.
Yeah, the market doesn't bother him. The spotlight he's fine with.
That's another thing.
Sign Moreland, and then grab Santana.
Yeah, they're supposedly talking
the same exact position. They're both first basemen.
Mm.
They're almost. Moreland and Santana are just about identical players. What's
so you
that?
wouldn't do that?
Santana, do you want your DH to have an average of 23 homers a year with 79 ribbies?
Well, who was our DH this year? How many did he have?
That was like a revolving door, and you had Hanley.
Yeah.
And Hanley's like 35 anyways? He's pretty up there.
Yeah, he's an old 35.
What about Moustakas as DH? Or throw him at third and have Devers DH.
It's an interesting concept, but everything I've heard, he's going to end up back in Kansas City. And that's another thing with Hosmer. Even, any of them really. And that's another point with Stan. Can they actually sit back and play in this? You don't know.
Right.
Stan's used to Miami, where no one cares. It's 80 degrees all the time.
I don't know if he'd do well in Boston. The media.
Stanton?
I don't think Stan would do well here with the media. And Hosmer is an unknown, too, because he's played in Kansas City. Yeah, the Midwest cares about baseball, but this is Boston. It's not Kansas City. It's a big difference.
And JD was what, Arizona?
JD was Detroit and Arizona.
Yeah.
So it's an unknown really across the board.
What about pitching? What's out there for pitching? Anything?
Arrieta's out there, and you have Darvish is out there too. They're the two big fish for starters.
I like Arrieta.
Yeah. I think Boston's out on both of them. I haven't heard any talk at all about them.
Sometimes that's how it works, though. The team that you don't hear about is the one that ends up making the deal.
True.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like the thing. I'd like to see him try to trade Porcello. He's too up and down for me.
Top porch.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'd try to get rid of Porcello. See, this is the last year of his deal?
Not positive. He might have one more after this.
Yeah.
But so it's going to be fun next month or so for the Red Sox. It's going to be fun. You're going to probably hear a ton of rumors like every day. Different people.
Driving me nuts.
Yeah.
Driving me nuts.
Yeah.
more
Move
than you
on to the
realize.
Bruins. Yeah, just jump into the Bruins a little bit. They're in Anaheim tonight. Krejci's not playing, but I guess he's probable to play tomorrow against the Kings. The injury bug is absolutely killing them right now. You got Marchand out. Who else is out tonight? Bjork, I think, is out.
Listen, when it comes to Bruins, it's simple. It's a rebuilding year.
Yeah.
We all know that. We all knew they weren't going to be a cup contender.
Right.
I think some people think, well, we got to make a big splash. We need to do this. We need to do that to improve the team. Let the youth play out. You're going to have to be patient with this team going forward.
Right.
They're super young. They're injured as hell. I mean, they're bottom three right now, point-wise, in the conference. So they might never even make the playoffs at this point. Who really knows?
Yeah, I think they have something
one of those situations where you gotta let it play out with them.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's I think they have about $20 million on IR. It's like, jeez,
it's crazy. I'm not really so much concerned with results as an effort.
Right.
That's all I want to see. If you don't win, yeah, it sucks you're not winning, but be competitive and show that you want to be here. Because Bruins fans might not be the large numbers in Boston, but you'd be hard-pressed to find more rabid fans in Boston than Bruins fans overall.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to mess with a Bruins fan.
No. I mean...
Would not end well.
No. Yeah, I mean, to me, it's 4 or 5 years away from them being, like, legitimate cup contenders.
Yeah, I was thinking like 3 to 4, but yeah, that's same general area.
All I want to see from them is just continually, effort, year after year, progress, not regress.
So what do you think about, when Krejci comes back and healthy, putting him like on the trade market and see what you can get for him?
Well, I'm one of them to say it. I love Krejci. I love his game. I love when he's on the ice. He's been one of my favorite Bruins on this team for a long time. He's got a hard contract that's going to be hard to move. And he's got a no trade clause, I believe, so he's going to want to have to do it.
Right.
He's damaged goods right now, so what exactly are you going to get for him? I don't think it's feasible, really, to happen.
Yeah, it might be not feasible. It's probably frustration from me more than anything.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's one of those old things, if you're not on the ice, what good are you?
Right, yeah. Can't help on the
hurt
training.
an awful lot.
So, right. See how they do on the road trip. They get Anaheim tonight, the Kings. So certainly won't be easy.
Ugly. It could be 0-3.
Right.
It's possible.
But yeah, Tuca too. I think he needs to start playing a little better. He's kind of struggling a little bit.
Again, I mean, people love to bash Tuca. That's always the fashionable thing, but
yeah,
you got to go with what's in front of you.
Oh yeah. I don't bash him. He's like a lightning rod, like you said. For either you love him or hate him. Most people, there's not really a middle ground.
Right. I think it's mainly his contract that people get pissy about.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, like you said, let's see how the young kids do this year. Get them a lot of ice time to develop, hone their craft, right, so to speak. McAvoy's looked awesome. So.
Right.
But yeah, you got some more kids coming up the pipeline.
Probably, right?
What's that?
What else we got lined up? So what else we got lined up tonight?
Personal superstitions. I'll go first if you want.
Okay.
Like my living room, the TV and stuff has been in the same position since what year was it? The last time the Red Sox 13 won the World Series.
Jesus. Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah, I've been tempted to move it, but then I'm like, nope, not doing it.
Can't do it at this point.
Right? So, kind of nutty.
I don't really have any superstitions. I may, like, if I'm wearing a shirt and they lose, not wear that shirt till they win again. That's about as far as I have for superstitions.
Like, is there anything that you do, like, before a big game? Like a ritual?
Ooh, probably... I probably walk around my house just talking about it. And
yeah.
honestly, just getting excited, you know?
Yeah, for, like, the Super Bowl, do you, like, get food from a certain place, or...
No, I just make certain foods. Actually, this year it's kind of funny. My boyfriend recorded me when they scored that touchdown in overtime. I didn't know he was recording me. He got me jumping up and down, screaming, all on video.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. I'll have to post it. Maybe I'll post it in the group.
Yeah, post it in the diehard Boston sports fans group, definitely.
Yeah.
Do you have anything, Chris, like certain food or any rituals before, like a Super Bowl or World Series that you do?
Well, not really, but if things are going well, if I'm sitting in a certain chair, it's going to be, I have to sit there.
Right.
I mean, years ago, back when Parcells was the coach, they were winning like crazy. They got on this wicked win streak, and the way our living room was set up, I'd have my cousin on one chair, me on another, and I'd go down to the old store downtown Donnie's Market, grab a pizza.
Nice.
And we'd have the same pizza weekly until they lost, of course.
Right.
I guess I can say I've had some other superstitions, but they just kind of pop up, you know, like I'll be watching a game and I'll say move my seat, and then they start doing that. I go back to the other seat, you know, things like that.
Yeah, move over.
Yeah.
Cool. So, yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into the mailbag. If anyone wants to email us questions or comments in the future, it's steveandthehood@comcast.net. We'll give you a shout out on air. So, first one's from Rich Gelman from Diehard Boston Sports Fans group. Is it time for the Red Sox to seriously consider moving on and trading Dustin Pedroia?
I would absolutely trade him, but who's going to take him?
Yeah, I mean,
did he just have surgery?
Yeah.
I don't think you could trade him. I agree with moving on with him. Absolutely, he's not the Pedroia he once was.
Yeah, I mean, they're saying he's out till at least May, so who knows if that timeline changes a bit and he's out a lot longer.
Right. And Chris, we were talking off air. You had mentioned who's that kid that they're really high on for second base?
Paco Hernandez, you mean?
Yeah. Is that the one that they're high on for second?
Like a prospect, or just somebody to come here?
Just a fill-in.
Oh.
You must be talking about Chavez.
Michael Chavez?
We were talking
completely different. Yeah.
I like, you can throw Marrero at second occasionally. I like Marrero in the lineup.
And they're going to just platoon until he's ready. This will be coming back, but
I mean, I'd like to see
as far as him getting traded, I don't see it happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be tough.
I'd be all for it, though.
It'd be tough, like, at least till he's back healthy and playing.
Right.
All right, so
what else we got?
Next question from Jason Pagan from the Celtics Forever group. Shout out to Celtics Nation, Jason 18 Mafia. At what point are the Celtics considered league-wide a viable threat?
Oh, boy.
I think that's a tough question. That's a good question. I got to say they got to be a viable threat now with the way they're playing. I mean, the NBA, there's no one team that's doing unbelievable. And I think it's wide open this year.
Especially in the
Obviously,
East.
Golden State is the favorite, but, I mean, the East is wide open. I definitely can see us going to the finals.
Oh, yeah, especially if LeBron checks out.
Well, think about this. He's playing 40 minutes in November.
Ugh.
That's not good.
No. Yeah, that team's old.
Yeah. I think they have, like...
is old. Dwayne Wade looks
the seventh worst.
You know, you got Tristan Thompson's hurt.
Yeah. They're old and injured.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think they're a viable threat now. I mean, obviously, time will tell later on in the year. They're definitely headed in the right direction, no doubt about it.
Right.
And I got one more from Steven Bilodeau from Celtics Forever. Does anyone else see Malcolm Butler having a stinky year, especially playing with Gilmore? He seemed to do a lot better while Gilmore was out of the lineup.
So we put him on the air and let him act like, well, I recognize that name. Oh, boy.
It's an interesting question.
I think it's a situation where, to put it in context, he played better when Gilmore wasn't in.
Yeah.
I think he felt he was the man at that point. And Gilmore comes back and he feels he's not.
Yeah, I still think, I think he's still pissed about the contract. Not getting a contract and them paying big bucks for Gilmore.
I don't blame him.
I don't blame him, but he's also now in a contract year, so you need to, play for your next contract. He gave up a lot of yards to Sanders. Sanders beat him so many times last week.
Yeah, he's a heck of a receiver.
Some of it's deceiving, though. Yeah, some of it's deceiving because he did have tight coverage a few times, but he got burnt a few times. Sanders does that with the best of them, so...
Yeah, Sanders' ankle's feeling better. You can tell.
No doubt about that.
For some reason,
we got him. We tried signing him a few years before he went to Denver. Wish we would have got him.
I remember that. Right. Yeah, I think it was restricted, right? And the Pats signed him to an offer, and Pittsburgh matched it, and then something weird happened, and they ended up in Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. There was a few plays he had tight coverage, and especially on the sideline catches, you're like, holy crap. One of them, he swatted at and went right to his hand somehow.
I think, maybe we're putting too much pressure on Butler to be, maybe that one Super Bowl play, and everybody expects him to be the best All-Pro. You know what I mean? He made that one play, which was amazing. I think they're putting too much shine on him.
Yeah, I think
that's
let him play.
Yeah. 15 and 16, he was pretty damn good those seasons. He's probably just thinking too much about his next contract.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's better when people get him credit for right now.
Right.
I'm not too worried about him.
No, I'm not too worried about him either. It's interesting observation, though.
Right.
Yes, you got some questions?
Yeah. For this one, sorry if I'm going to get this last name wrong. John Pellini, he asked, do you think Kyrie Irving will be a Celtic the rest of his career?
Oof.
I think so. I think he's happy here. I think the only way he doesn't stay here is if Danny pulls another Brooklyn and when he's at the end of his career, trade him away. I think from now, next 5, 6, 7 years, I think he'll be here.
Yeah, I think he'll be here for a while. Like towards the end, like you said, I think Danny will trade him for assets, like he did with Pierce and them.
Yeah.
What do you think, Chris?
I agree. I think he'll be here for a while, but ultimately he won't end up ending his career in Boston.
All right, next question is, what rookie besides Tatum has impressed you the most this season? I have to go with
The
Simmons.
Celtics?
Non-Celtics. It's NBA.
Overall.
Oh.
Yeah. I'd have to go Simmons. Even though he technically isn't a rookie. I hate how they call him a rookie.
Gee, Christ, I don't really even know. Honestly.
Yeah, I haven't paid a ton of attention. Simmons has been really good. What's that, Dennis? What's that kid's last name?
Dennis Smith?
He's been lights out.
He's been pretty
Dennis
good.
Smith Jr.?
Yeah, he's been really good.
I think you might see, it's only the beginning of the season. I think Mitchell from Utah, I think he's going to be good. He's going to sneak up.
And Ball.
I like De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah. Ball.
Obviously.
He's from Kentucky. That's why you like him.
He's probably one of the fastest point guards in the league.
All right, next question.
But for the Celtics, I'd like Tice.
Yeah, I like Tice too.
I do, yeah.
Demi.
Him too.
Demi, Tice, Baines has impressed me. Baines I absolutely love.
Well, I was just going by rookies.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. All right, next question by Arthur Zeladis. Who would you rather have guard Curry? Kyrie or Jason Tatum?
I'd rather have Kyrie guard him.
Yeah, I agree. 2 years ago in the finals, Kyrie did a great job on Curry.
Right.
And Curry's playing
That's
defense this year.
There you go. You just touched on what I was just going to say.
Sorry.
No, it's all right.
Great minds think alike.
Yep.
All right, I got one more question. This is from John McGuire. If you had the opportunity to upgrade this team, what move, if any, would you make?
Oof.
Yeah. Save the best question for last there. I think we need...
I think I would stand pat. I wouldn't change a damn thing, to be honest with you. The chemistry's already there. Roll with it.
I think if anything, I'd want a shooter. It's a knockdown shooter.
Yeah, what do you think about getting Noel down the road?
I think we're good
Yeah.
underneath now, with Horford, Baines, Morris, Tice. I mean...
Just trying to think who would be out there. You'd have Cousins out there probably in February.
Cousins is balling, too, this year.
Yeah.
Where
Chris
they go to
might
school
be-
again?
What's that?
Where those two go to school again? You want to remind me?
I'll have to look that one up, too.
Yeah.
One of those crappy schools, I think.
Yeah. Winning titles.
Yeah, so that's all the questions I have.
Cool. So,
All right.
yeah, let's go ahead and we'll wrap it up for tonight. Jess, where can we find Celtics Forever?
Yeah, go on Facebook, Celtics Forever. We have a like page, and we also have a group. We do guessing games tomorrow, actually, with Golden State. We got a guessing game. You can win hats, championship rings, keychains, etc. It's fun. Just only Celtics fans, we keep all the other people out.
Yeah, good. Cool. So, Chris,
shout out real
go
quick.
ahead.
Just shout out to Roy Tack too. He runs the page, Celtics Forever, with me.
Cool. Chris, where can we find you on Twitter?
Chris the Hood 420.
Oh, I got Twitter handle. We play for titles, and we have a company one, Diehard Boss Fans. We have a like page on Facebook, Diehard Boston Sports Fans. Facebook group, Diehard Boston Sports Fans. Check out our website for merchandise, www.diehardbostonsportsfans.com. And you can go to the Postal Center in Lee, New Hampshire. Tell Eli we sent you. We got a bunch of merchandise shirts there that are pretty low price. So go check them out. Tell Eli we sent you. It'll definitely hook you guys up. Intro, outro music's by Kevin MacLeod. As always, thanks in advance for listening. If you could, share this any way you possibly can. Twitter, Facebook. We're on iTunes, Stitcher. And within a couple weeks, we're going to be on Spotify. We're on iHeartRadio. Pretty much anywhere you can have a podcast, we're out there now. So thanks in advance again for listening. Have a good one.
See ya.
Bye.